Well, if that doesn't get the juices flowing, then nothing will. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
if you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Mbappé! Real chance! Off the post! He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Nice physical challenge. Now it's Mbappé. Now it's Dembele. Mbappé! Oh, he's having a go! Well, that caused a fair bit of alarm.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Spread to the right. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Doué. And it's Dembele. Nicely spread. And here's Olise. And he's managed to get rid. France with the corner. They're first. Defending of the desperate variety. And reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Olise.
Olise really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Haaland. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Mbappé makes a dash for it. Doué's cross. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Olise! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
So, a breakthrough already. He's on it. Can he get away? He's having a hit! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's lost his man here. Tries one from range. Nearly, but not quite.
Sorloth just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Mbappé, played out wide. Doué. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Berger. Here's Haaland, spread out to the left. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Norway have a free kick. It's a promising position. Here comes the cross. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Doué, driving forward. Ødegaard. Now it's Mbappé. And he shoots! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Doué. Hernandez. That's a lovely pass. It's Rabiot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
France have their second corner now. There's the shot! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Great defending, strong and determined. Engages and forces him off the ball. Ødegaard knocks it into space. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. There's the crossfield ball. Olise. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Doué. He's had it taken off him. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappé. Doué. Mbappé. Here's Mbappé! Now that is commitment to the cause. France have their third corner. That has been knocked clear. Norway are looking to go forward now. And he's had it nicked away. Now that's well seen too. Berger. That's going wide left. Now it's Mbappé.
Might want to be careful there.
Goes down, but nothing given.
Norway definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. He's having a pop! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Just eases him off the ball. Mbappé. Sorloth. And claimed it back swiftly. And it's made its way to him. Now it's Mbappé. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, it's just a little long. Deftly away. That is good strength. And shifted it to the flank. It's a sweeping cross. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Keeper has taken decisive action. France have the chance to go the other way. And here's Sorloth. Now it's Haaland. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Doué. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rabiot. And it's Hernandez. Maignan. Now it's Mbappé. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Doué. Sorloth. And here's Doué. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Oh no, he's got that wrong.
France have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Mbappé. Now it's Olise. Steaming on goalwards. And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Oh, it's terribly wayward. It's not an especially good pass, that. Olise, and it's Dembele. And here's Mbappé. Hernandez. Maignan. And it's Koundé. Now Saliba. And it's Hernandez. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Well spotted.
Berger. Time and again they are repelled. Dembele. Played out towards the right wing. Flashes it across. Keeper's dealt with. Hits a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They're up to 5 corners now. Nicely aimed pass. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a sharp pass. France are 1 up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Ødegaard. Now it's Sorloth. He is through here. Ødegaard stood up well to him there. No foul, says the referee. And here's Sorloth. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Over to the right flank. Upamecano. Shifted upfield. Pinches it off him. Goes for goal! Crosses it in.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Berger. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now this could be a chance. Haaland. And now the breakaway. And that has been slung wide. Doué. And he's been shifted off it. And it's Ødegaard. Shot could be on. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Doué. Now it's Sorloth. It's a throw-in. That's an imaginative pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Ødegaard. This looks promising. Out towards the flank. Delivers the ball. Upamecano tries to clear. Doué. And here's the chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Berger. This is a promising build-up. Oh, good spread. Ødegaard receives it in a good position here. And they've got a throw. Mbappé chasing after it. Berger. Now Ødegaard. Rabiot.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
France definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
France can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. And it's 1-0 at the break. The second period is on the way.
France definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Saliba. Goes looking wide. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Ødegaard. And here's Haaland. Distributed tidily. Olise. Cleared away.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Now it's Solot. And it's Doué. Now it's Mbappé. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Good ball, good take. Solot.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
France can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Olise. Delivered from distance. And that should get the job done. He's going for goal! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappé. Now, can they get him away? Oh, super ball. Tries a shot! Well taken goal. Norway are back in business.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Aos 9 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 9.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well timed, excellent interception. Applies the finish! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. That has been knocked clear. Mbappé under intense pressure.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
Hernandez. He's in a... Doué! And he's straight offside. France can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Spread out to the left. Barcola. Driven in. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, convincing, that most certainly wasn't. He did well to rescue it, though, I'll give him that.
Now it's Mbappé. Spread it left.
France really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
That's Solot.
Público presente na partida de hoje, 60.332 espectadores.
Cut short. Now, what about a counter-attack? France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Rabiot. Barcola. That's going right the way across. Now it's Olise. It's an early cross. Haaland. Now it's Mbappé. Now it's Solot. And they're quick to get it back. And he welcomes it in. Barcola is herring after that one. And he was quick to react. Ødegaard. Now it's Solot. Now it's Mbappé. Olise given the lift of his goal. Olise. And it's Dembele. And it's skewed away. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Cleared away. Chouameni. He'll try from distance. Denied by an instinctive save.
Chouameni actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substituição.
It's a lucky 7th corner. Berger attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's destined for the flank. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. France have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Haaland. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Barcola. Now it's Mbappé. And here's Mbappé. Now it's Mbappé. Solot. That's going wide left. And no, that was never going to make it. Berger. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a good ball out wide. Well read, nice interception. Hernandez. Berger. Now it's Mbappé. It's a really well-measured ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Substituição no time da Noruega. Camisa 7. Camisa 10. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 11. Camisa 22. Substituição
Now
em
it's Tura.
andamento.
And they can counter here. He's found a way through. Foot in. Rabiot played out to the left flank. And here's Thuram. Tries one from range. Wide, but only just.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Now it's Haaland. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. He's looking wide. 75 minutes played. Chance for a shot! Goal! France! And they get themselves in front! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now or try and finish it off?
They're back in possession, and he's decided to go for it. And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Rabiot does well not to be outdone there. Now it's Bob.
Norway really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, that's a key interception. Berger. Norway have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Camisa 5.
Rabiot.
Sai para a entrada do
Barcola.
jogador. Camisa 15.
Barcola. No, that's overhit. Cherki. Now it's Tura. He's going for goal! No, not quite.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Cherki. Hernandez. Strong running down that left flank. And Cherki closing in on great chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Cherki really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And that should get the job done. He's having a pop! And that's a real chance missed. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Thuram. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cherki. It's just beyond his reach.
You can never be short of runners into space as long.
And a header! And that could have brought them level.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Ryerson. Bob. Tries to play it through. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! They have duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
That's going wide left. Now it's Barcola. And they're back on the ball again. And that has left him in a heap. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Promptly taken. And here's Haaland. Rabiot does really well to win the ball there. Barcola. And Cherki. Now it's Thuram. Thuram! Hits off target and by quite a way. France have reclaimed it. That has been slung wide.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Thuram. Shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Thuram is offering a wry smile there. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Cleared away. Opts to play it back. Shot a goal! He lifts the roof! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it!
Gol marcado para a França. Camisa 25.
France now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this, but has the opposition...
Takes a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Sports officials showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's it. France proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. France have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to